What is good with the YouTube? It is your boy, Sean Rock to the represent Mandatory Thrive HGBM, because every day it is mandatory for us to thrive, and I am back again with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about a simple philosophy that we can all follow in our life to, bring balance, to bring strength, right? To bring courage, to bring, better gains, whether it's at work, at home, in the gym, in your business, whatever you're doing, this philosophy will help you. I was having a conversation with somebody today, and we were talking about boxing. Now, anybody that knows me know that I love boxing. I watch boxing. I study boxing. It's my favorite sport. Will always be my favorite sport. And we were really just talking about the fighters of the past generation and the fighters of this generation. Now, before I go into this, I want to say, we understand that, no generation is better than the other generation. But when you look at the 90s hip hop or the 80s hip hop, or you look at different times, what you can see is just a different cloth of philosophy. And it's usually based on the circumstances. It's usually based on what's going on around everybody that makes people a little bit more diligent. So basically what we were talking about was the boxers of past generation and the boxers today. And we were dissecting the disciplines, the hunger, the drive of the fighters of the past day and comparing them to now. And it's a vast difference because of all of the, the surplus of social media, all of the distractions, and, trying to become the payday fighter before you become the A+ fight this fighter. So my point is, when have you ever seen Shane Mosley, Floyd Mayweather, Pacquiao, Marquez, Miguel Cotto, Andre Ward, Kyle Froch? When have you ever seen these guys blow up in weight? Ever. It never happened, right? When have you ever seen these guys on camera, eating hot Cheetos and drunk as hell? You never seen it. I'm pretty sure they smash. I'm pretty sure some of them may drink and smoke on the off season, but have you ever seen it on camera? It never happened, right? Because when you stay ready, you don't gotta get ready. See, those fighters from that generation, they was always 8 weeks from a fight at any time. What that means is they were 8 weeks from a fight, meaning they was ready to go at any time, even in the off season. All they needed was 8 weeks, and they was ready to fight because they stayed in the gym, they stayed on their weight, they stayed working on their technique, even in the off season. So though they may have had their fun, they was always ready. And when you always ready, you have a different type of peace, you have a different type of energy, you have a different type of confidence because you ain't got to get ready. And what I see with a lot of these fighters today, if you watch boxing and you understand that boxing isn't about who has the best skills. Boxing isn't always about who is the top guy or who's not the top guy. Boxing has a lot to do with timing. Boxing has a lot to do with weight. Boxing has a lot to do with mentality. Boxing got a lot to do with mental fortitude, where you at, and it has a lot to do with what you do outside the ring. And a lot of these fighters, they're going to fat camp, a lot of training camps. What is a fat camp versus a training camp? A fat camp is where you spending the bulk of your training, where you're supposed to be working on efficiency, technique, fundamentals, you spending the majority of that time working on getting your weight down because you didn't stay ready. So you gotta force yourself to get ready. So you antsy because you're not even working on fine-tuning any of your techniques. Or if you're doing it with minuscule effort because you done spent all this time slacking off. Now you gotta do a 12 to 8 week fat camp where you focusing on losing weight. So how does this apply to us? It applies to us every day. We all have goals, right? We all have championship games in our life that we have to be ready for. Like, we all have things that's going to come our way. But here's the thing. We need to be like that first generation class, right? That stayed ready so that they don't got to get ready. So while they stayed ready, so efficient on the things that you was neglecting, while, right, when you getting ready, they working on some new techniques and some new stuff that's taking them to a higher level. While you just now getting to fine-tuning the stuff that you knew in the past because you don't have enough time, because you didn't stay ready, right? Because you were enjoying yourself. Don't be that person in life that has to rush to get ready. Don't be that person in life who has to be antsy or be anxious because you ain't ready. You ain't ready. And the storm is coming, right? The storm is coming. The war is on. It's on now. You know what I'm saying? It's go time. But when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You see? I'm going to use an example of the streets, right? I'm not in the streets, but at a point of time, for a little couple months, I was out there, right? And, you know, you party, right? You party, you get high, you drink, you smoke, and you in the party, right? And you thinking in your head, oh man, I hope these dudes don't do this. I hope these dudes don't do that. And why are you hoping these dudes don't do that? Because you ain't on your A game. You drunk, you high, you moving slow, you out of your element. Right? Same philosophy. But if you was on your A game, right? You was ready. You get what I'm saying? You was alert, you was prepared, you wasn't slouching, you wasn't slipping, you was ready to go. And I remember times like that where I was in parties, right, with guys, and I'm like, man, I just hope nobody do nothing because I'm high right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm high right now. Everything moving slow. You know what I'm saying? My reaction time is off. I hope don't nobody, because you know how I go in a party. Everybody start punching their hands and stuff like that. And next thing you know, it's Royal Rumble time up in that thing. I've been in that situation a million times, right? But if I'm not on this, I'm not on that. I was ready. This was in my younger days. Same philosophy. You got to stay ready. Don't get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready in everything in life. That's with your work. That's with your family. That's with whoever you dealing with in a relationship situation. That's in your business. That's in whatever you doing. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Right? So while they getting ready, you fine-tuning something. You on something new. You get what I'm saying? So if you putting together a training program, you ain't got to get ready. You already working on some new stuff because you already been ready. So I hope this video helps, man. Remember, dream big, work hard, live great. Salute to everybody out there gaining. It's your boy, Lil Nicky. Salute.